Welcome to West Coast Wednesdays. I'm Mark Hirzel, the district manager here at A&D Derringer in Los Angeles, California, where you can see the sun is always shining. I'm back here on the West Coast this week, and the topic remains Hanjin, but we'll get to that in a minute. Before I go there, I want to talk to you about the Harbor Trucking Association's turn time study. But using GPS geofencing technology, the Harbor Trucking Association has been able to determine that Pier A, or the New Middle Harbor Project, also known as LBCT, has had an average turn time in August of just 56 minutes, bringing their yearly average turn time just to 57 minutes. Now, it's important to note that LBCT doesn't have any chassis on site, so if you don't already have a chassis hooked up to your tractor or you're returning it empty, you have to go to another facility, get a chassis, come back, and that will add additional time and money to the move. Now, the other thing to note is the worst the worst terminal out there this month and for the year continues to be the Total Terminal International at 103 minutes for an average turn. If you haven't guessed it already, Total Terminal is Hanjin's terminal. The other thing to note is the general rate increases. Right after the Hanjin implosion, we saw the rates go up, although the September 15th GRI was moved to October 1st, and the October 1st GRI has been pushed back to October 15th. Right now they're looking at about $1,500 for a 40-foot container for the GRI. We'll see if that sticks. One of the things that's going on is October 1st to the 7th is Golden Week in China, and that means that a number of factories will be closed and a number of the steamship lines will skip those calls in China because there'll be no one working there. In shipping week 41, we expect to see a reduction of 9% capacity to the U.S. West Coast and up to 30% reduction in capacity to the U.S. East Coast. Now, many of you have incurred some pretty significant charges in dealing with the Hanjin situation. Some of those charges are a little bit more reasonable, but if you have any question as to whether or not you're being taken advantage of, the Federal Maritime Commission has set up a Consumer Affairs and Dispute Resolution Services Group, also known as CATERS, that's ready to take your call and get your information. You can contact them by phone at 866-448-9586 or email them at complaints@fmc.gov. Now, go out there and have a great Wednesday.